His final few moments to prepare for the game, and the task ahead. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Edwards. Clock at 6. And great something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Goes personal foul. Goes team foul. Out of bounds. Grizzlies ball.
Morant looking around. Brooks outside. Outside, Bain. Back to Brooks. Pass to Bain. Gobert with the block.
What timing from Rudy. He is superb at measuring when to go after blocks.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Bain for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thanks, David. Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, but he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Just 3 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Morant against Russell. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Bain. Out to Morant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Russell passes to Towns. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Morant against Russell. And a wide open look for Bain. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
Russell dishes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bain. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
Pass to McDaniels. Russell kicks to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Towns for 3. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Morant passes to Jackson.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Edwards against Bain. Edwards can't hit.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Bain finds Morant. .43 seconds left to play in the first. To the middle. stolen by Brooks. Gobert against Morant. Now the pass to Jackson. Brooks up on top. McDaniels defending. Outside for Jackson. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He dishes it to Gobert. Towns wide open. That three off the mark. 1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. Grizzlies lead by 1. Live from a FedEx. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And that's why Cat went first overall. This dude is 6'11" with perimeter skills, a sweet shot, and unstoppable when he's on.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Here's the 3. McDaniels finds Towns with the fadeaway. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Memphis the other way.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
Bain, and it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Inside, stolen by Brooks. Bain against Edwards. Adams in the high post. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bain kicks to Jackson. Lock at 6. Back to Bain. From deep. The shot will not fall. And Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards passes to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
Really showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Russell against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Morant against Russell. Out to Brooks. The 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
McDaniels finds Russell. Morant with the steal. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Russell. Morant outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant, who came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better?
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Russell kicks to McDaniels. inside, Towns. Clock at 4, and he drives in.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
It's Morant with the drive. Payne with it. He's got 9. Lets it go with a 3. And another miss by Memphis.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And Payne pulls it down. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Out to Morant. Fires from the corner. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. Now, here is Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Morant reaches to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Payne with it. Picked up by Edwards. Low block shot on the way. Bank shot. No good. Towns down low. Gets it off. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Shot.
17. And quick go ahead together and get loud for the Unlucky.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Heading into the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Timberwolves trail by 4. Edwards looking it over. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Here's Conchar. Edwards defending. Tillman passes to Conchar. Launches a 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Down low. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Here's Conchar. Edwards defending. Conchar can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Outside, Jones. To the inside. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Tillman. Here's Conchar. Here's Aldama. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
And he goes in for the dunk.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
Just no way for the D to handle it. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Passes it to McLaughlin.
Once again for them.
Pass to Noel. Takes a three. They grab their own miss. And here's Reed. Banked in off the glass. Reed's got his first points in this one.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Jones, the pass to Concha. Here's Aldama, and he dunks it down. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's McLaughlin. Tillman grabs the miss.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Reed. Great tee that time from Green. Memphis leading. Takes it inside, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Offline with his three. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And there's the pass to Aldama. 1:11 left here in the third quarter. Over in the corner, Green. Kicks it out to Jones. 5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Concha. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pushing it up. Shot's good by Noel.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Conchar, the pass to Jones. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Conchar. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Reed misses.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Jones, the pass to Concha. 3 quarters of play, and it's close again here. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The wingmen are Bain and Brush. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And Morant in at the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. To tie it up. Second chance effort. Reed. The kick out to Anderson. The tray. Cans it from downtown. Anderson's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Wow, Anderson still has that little hitch in his jumper, but nice work off the catch and shoot.
Morant outside. Back to Bain. The 3. The shot comes out, and Minnesota will come the other way. And that one misses.
You saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. McDaniels dishes to Towns. To the paint. Now McDaniels to take the lead. Misses off the right angle. Here's Here's Brooks. And rejection by McDaniel. Russell inside. Guarded by Morant. Payne finds Adams. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
What a night for John Morant. Showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Russell with a wide open look. The offensive rebound. Towns, no luck. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Jackson has the open look. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Towns with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Towns. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
And finished off by Morant.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Russell looking around.
2 minutes remaining.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Get it done when it matters most. Angelo Russell.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Here's Towns out to the right wing. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
I love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupted their offensive flow.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Towns for 3. And they'll turn over. Could not get off the shot before second violation. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert. No good that time. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Out to Edwards. Outside Russell. 6 to shoot. To the left wing. To take the lead. A shot by McDaniels. No good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Payne passes to Brooks. To Payne. Over Edwards. And that one hits back iron.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Good. Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And stolen by Russell. Count the bucket. And the coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more previous plays, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels his foot is the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Inside, here's Adams. Money!
You just can't let Adams get this deep in the paint, because when he does, he's focused on slamming it down.
And here's Edwards. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 13.
He drops the first one and then gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the line for two.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. A battle of two terrific front courts here. The rare night when guards take a back seat, Richard.
Times have changed. Front courts used to dominate the game. I remember in the 90s when it was Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing. That's when the game was dominated by bigs. But then once spacing happened, now tonight it looks like an old 90s basketball game.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. And it's George in at the three. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Leonard finds George. Back to Leonard. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. Zubac. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Nails it from three.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Jackson with it. Out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Memphis ball.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. On the wing, Bain. Powell covers. From outside, off the mark. Tipped away. The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. George against Brooks. Out to Powell. Leonard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop.
That's just terrifying coming down the lane. I mean, when Leonard is attacking with ferocity, man, the D has to foul.
At the line for the Clippers.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Taking 2 shots.
And Leonard drops them both. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Bain with it. Jackson in his pocket. Bain, the pass to Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Leonard outside. Jackson with a screen on Jackson. Leonard passes to Zubac. Powell outside. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Memphis ball.
Memphis leading. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. And a nice finish on the layup. He's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Powell. That one's wide left.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more often times than not.
Morant with it. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Bain. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3. Give him 8.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Jackson outside. Now here's Powell. 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Jackson outside. And it's slammed in by Adams.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
against Powell. To end the run, pass to George, up and over Brooks. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
The 3 from Bain. Paul George pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds now. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Now here's Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. And so it's Memphis leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Bain. Yikes. Nothing but air on that one. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You have to do more to stop the claw. So hard to defend on those drives.
Powell against Bain. Jackson outside. Over Leonard. Jackson can't get it to go. George against Brooks. Powell outside. Leonard outside. Spins. Knocked loose. Bain with it. Picked up by Powell. Three-pointer, Brooks. It's rebounded by George. George has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
And here are the Clippers now. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Powell. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. Bain, the pass to Adams. Jackson with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Back to Jackson. Crosses over. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Powell outside. George with it. Turnaround Jay. No good there. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Bain. Outside for Brooks. Adams inside. Working on Powell. Off target at the rim. Pass to Zubats. Back Back to George. The three. Here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
For Memphis, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Now covers. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Bain. Morant's got his second basket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Leonard outside. Pass to Powell. Leonard with a screen on Bain. Powell passes to George. Knocks down the long J. George has got 9.
Confident shot by George off the hot pass. Doesn't waste time thinking about his selection.
And here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Powell outside. Jackson the screen. Bain against Powell. George outside. Over Morant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Outside Bain. From deep 3-point range. It goes up again. And the layup by Morant. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit, really getting after it on the glass.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point.
The Clippers, 18.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Wall in at the 1.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Kennard can't get it to go. And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Back to Conchar. Williams against Morris. Outside Jones. On the wing, Jones. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Morris. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Pass to Batum. Lays it up and banks it in. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Conchar. And again, Memphis no good. Los Angeles shooting around 44%. Not bad. Clark outside. On the wing, Conchar. Back to Clark. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Morris. And Williams over to help. Ball for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a 12-point Memphis lead.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Here's Wall. That shot off the mark. Good D by Clark. Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Jones. Fires from deep. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Jones has gotten 4 this quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Kennard outside. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? The kick out to Wall. Morris for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Kennard. And they're pushing it up. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Here's Conchar. Misses the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Batum. The kick out to Morris. Fires the 3. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Oh, there's the alley. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball.
What is going on right now?
There's 49 seconds left in the third. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
From outside the arc. It's not going to go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Jones. Williams with it. Guarded by Covington. Green against Covington. Outside Jones. Here's Conchar. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Los Angeles shooting just around 32% from the field, and they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
2 of the core components of team basketball, setting good screens and using them well.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Jackson outside. Pass to Powell. Jackson against Leonard. There's the 3. And Morant clears the board. Morant Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. Jackson, the pass to Adams. Outside Bain. Here's Jackson. Oh, Leonard with the block.
One of the league's top defenders. Leonard excels at rising up to swat shots back.
George, good.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Now Morant. Brooks, the pass to Morant. The 3 from Bain. Brooks. That shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Powell with it. He's picked up by Bain. And the dunk by Jackson.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Outside Morant. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Jackson, pass to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. A good look from Bain. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
An elite player in this league, it's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight. And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. George against Brooks from 9 feet. It's George on the wing. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot.
Not easy escaping Adams' wingspan as a defender. His reach helps him stay on top of you.
Powell passes to Zubac. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. The Grizzlies have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Powell finds Zubac. That one is off. The Grizzlies shooting about 56% in this one. Here's Morant. Takes it inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Leonard outside. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Backs up a 3. And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Bain, no good.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Double team on Leonard. Zubac passes to George. Launches a 3. George, a screen on Bain. Back to George. Here's the 3. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
There's Jackson with the 3, and they get it back. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Now Bain. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Clippers substitution, Luke Kennard, John Wall.
Kennard outside. Wall with a screen on Bain. Here's Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A clean win.
The Timberwolves win the tip. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that the owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get help, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
George, no good. Russell against Jackson. And the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, that's good. We call playing with force, and Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range, Los Angeles with another miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there. That's unfortunate.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now, here is Morris. Back to Jackson. Stolen by McDaniels. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And George kicks to Morris. George sets a screen for Morris. Three-pointer. That's good for George on the assist by Morris.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
And here's Russell. The pass to Gobert. Over to the left wing. Shot by McDaniels. No good. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Jackson. Back to Morris. Pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels passes to Towns. He dishes it to Gobert. Back to Towns. Goes back up. Out to Russell. Beyond the arc. Towns, no luck.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times. In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game. They finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
Now, here is Russell. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And the dunk by Towns.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here is George. Jackson with the screen. George dishes to Jackson. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
And so he makes both from the line.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Also with a wide open look. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Morris outside. In the corner, George with it. Morris with a screen on it. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Leonard. The 3-ball. Minnesota with the rebound. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Edwards, that's good.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
A 3 from George. Morris passes it to Zubats. Back to Morris. It's up a 3. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss. Stolen by Zubats. And George with the stop.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. For 3, Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Edwards got 5.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead, and again, and for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Leonard with the steal. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Timberwolves leading by 8. Russell passes to Gobert. Kicks to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Edwards finds Towns. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Russell with the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. And I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Now Towns. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Outside, George takes a 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Clippers trail by 11. Here's Leonard outside for Jackson. And he drives in. George with no one around. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, you got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for two future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And George with the stop.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. And Paul George got it there.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Russell finds McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. The deep three from George. Here's Jackson. And the shot goes down.
Not letting the defense knock him off balance. Reggie does a great job just being assertive.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Also looking it over. Out to the right wing. Oh, good on the triple. LA's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Zubac trying to break loose. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Tipped away. Good opportunity. Puts it up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now, here's McDaniel. After the miss from Reggie Jackson, here's Towns. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here, following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Norman Powell comes in for George. And John Wall subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Minnesota leading by 6. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game time. That's a blocking foul. And he'll shoot free throw. It's his first trip to the line.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things. The refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Tries the spin move. Back to Leonard. Here's the 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Down low. Here's Gobert. No good that time. And so it's the middle. All right, David, thank you. It's
24. The Clippers, 16.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Reed. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's McLaughlin after the Clippers pick up 2. Anderson can't get it to go. Covington with it. Started now by Anderson. Sweet move. Rebound, Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Anderson outside. To the middle. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yeah, Norman Powell just has that little burst that gives him the room enough to get a shot off like that.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping, but fast break chance. Tries again. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves leading by 5. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Minnesota again turning it over. Here is Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Wall sets a screen for Powell. Rebound, Minnesota. Drives to the hoop. McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Mann. The rebound by Anderson.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Reed. Sinks the triple. Reed's got 5.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
And here's Covington from the arc. He can't get that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Prince outside. He feeds it to Anderson. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Powell, the pass to Mann. The kick out to Wall. To the inside. 4 on the clock. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Anderson with the ball. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The pass to McLaughlin. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Here's Noel. Here's Anderson. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
1:04 left in the third. And Wall. Here we go now. A shot by Batum. No good. Timberwolves leading by 10. Noel passes to Reed. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Outside Prince to the paint. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Powell. Back to Wall. Shot to stop the run. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
19 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Feeds away from beyond the arc and then some. Edwards got 10 points.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
And here's Covington from the arc. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They have made it very... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court dish.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on D'Angelo Russell.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
Good on both. Timberwolves leading by 15. Russell with it. Towns a screen on Jackson. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Leonard inside, working on McDaniels. Leonard inside. McDaniels defending. They get it back. And another shot. And there's the nice layup by Leonard.
On the court, no denying Kawhi. Hitting the offensive glass with some force.
Up top, Russell. The kick out to Towns. McDaniels with the ball. Leonard's there. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Out to Morris, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Now, here is Russell. To the wing on the left. Towns finds Edwards. And here is McDaniel. He's covered by Leonard. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Here's Gobert. Misses the layup. Clippers trail by 15. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Here's Jackson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And that's now 6 points for Reggie Jackson.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
Pass to McDaniels. This is to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Leonard sets a screen for Jackson. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Morris for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Edwards looking it over. On the 3 off target.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the 3-point line.
George against Gobert. It's going by Gobert. underway, just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Edwards. Feeds it to Gobert. Right wing. Here's McDaniels. And an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock. Really, they're just kidding themselves.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. And here's Russell. Got it from 16 feet.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Minnesota.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
A very solid win indeed. When you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for D'Angelo Russell.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
He kicks to Edwards. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. 19 seconds left in the game. Jackson passes to George. Kicks it out to Covington to stop the drought. Connects from three-point range.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were ahead.
Welcome to 2K Sports. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Here's Russell after the basket by Memphis. Towns passes to McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 4-3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
He goes up. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Now here's Jackson. Adams inside. He's against Gobert. Here's Moran. Tries yet again. From deep, Bain. Minnesota with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Russell, here we go. Gobert up top. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Brooks outside. Now here's Jackson. Call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. The kick out to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Yeah, you look at Russell, one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Bain against Edwards. Jackson outside. 3-pointer. Jackson with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Outside Russell. Here's Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Russell. Down low. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Moran. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Outside Morant. There's the steal. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Outside for Russell. From deep 3-point range. Adams grabs the miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the basket by Memphis. Brooks comes with a double team. The three from Russell. And the three-pointer goes.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Memphis has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Edwards against Bain. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Brooks, the pass to Morant. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
At the line for one.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Launches it. Left side, Edwards. Towns for three. He got it up. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the one. Now here's Bain. Boom! He jams it straight down.
An aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Russell against Morant. Now here's Towns. Not a lot of room. Clock at 4. Shoots over Jackson. Towns can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Jackson finds Morant. Russell with the rebound.
We love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability, but he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too, and he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard, but I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
So it's Minnesota now. It's a three-point game. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to McDaniels. Moran against Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Morant. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Bain. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And so it's Minnesota with it. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Russell to pass to Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Well-coordinated play there. I mean, Towns rolls off at the right time. So important. The timing of that roll. It shows good finishing ability on the move.
Outside for Morant. On the take. Second chance shot. Here's Adams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Shot clock at 6. And here's Edwards outside. Ja Morant grabs a miss. Morant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Payne, the pass to Morant. Stolen by Russell. Now Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. On the wing, Payne. Back to Morant. To the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Outside Morant. And it's Memphis with another.
With a dynamic burst, Morant has such a strong driving ability, which really helps open up his mid-range game.
Russell, the pass to Towns. McDaniels inside. Brooks defending. And here's Edwards outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 8 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Payne. Russell against Jackson. Outside Morant. Back to Jackson. Over McDaniels. Jackson can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Here's Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Towns for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Towns has got 9.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns is a dangerous shooter from the perimeter, and it's his excellent shot selection that helps him be so efficient from there.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. T-Wolves on top.
14. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Prince in at the 3. And that's the group to Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Outside Jones. Outside Green. Williams up top. Clock at 6. Outside Jones. Here's Conchar. Sure, from 3-point range. Conchar's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Noel to the inside. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Jones up top. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Green, the pass to Jones. On the wing, Conchar. From the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Noel. It's stolen by Green. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Anderson against Williams. Back to Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. And stolen by Williams. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Out to the right wing. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Going inside. Anderson with it. Guarded now by Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McLaughlin. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves with 1 on the clock. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Conchar. Oh, and Reed with a block. And he drives in. McLaughlin takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Green for 3. Sinks the tray. Green's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
That corner pocket 3 is money time for Danny Green. Every time he can get that shot, he'll take it, and most times make it.
Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Anderson gets the bucket.
And that's how you up the ante. Right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Jones. Back to Conchar. Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A minute 6 left in the third. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Anderson gets the bucket.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Shot from the wing. And they recover it. Back to Conchar. Right side Green. Pass to Conchar. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Back to Reed. And the layup is good off the glass. Reed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Back to Conchar. Can they get it? Green. Great positioning on the putback.
Off the board, it's Green. You see why he's got multiple NBA titles. I mean, he plays with smarts and heart.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves ahead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Green. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. Russell to pass to Edwards. gets some space and parries the jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, got a lot to work with.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Adams.
And then Morant with the jam. Is that an answer or what? He just one-upped him real good.
Those two relish going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Edwards finds Russell. Outside Edwards, 5 on the clock. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Here's Morant. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. The 3 from Bain. Pass to Morant. For 3. Here's Adams. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. He takes it in, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
The 3 from Bain. Russell with the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Morant, the pass to Bain. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Now Towns. Gobert up top. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. The 3 from Bain. And again, Memphis no good.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Adams, the pass to Brooks. Outside Bain. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Beautiful effort on that tip in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
And here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. 1:05 left in the fourth. Driving inside. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Bain. Jackson, right side. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been from Karl Anthony Towns.
And I love love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him. They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And Gobert with a block. From about 19, Edwards can't hit. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch.
And so often we have these epic guard matchups, and tonight it's all about the front court and not the back court. But nonetheless, it should be fun.
No doubt, Kevin. These front courts are big, they're dynamic, they're physical. A number of these guys can shoot it from great range. This should be one heck of a show.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Leonard with the steal. Here's Powell. Pass to Jackson. Puts it up from 12. The shot misses. Adams, some nice D. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Kick out to Adams. Back to Bain. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Morant, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Summer of 2014 doors. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now, here's George, following the miss by John Morant, and they pick up 2.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Morant outside. Outside, Bain. It's a very good look and converts.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Inside. Outside for Jackson. Outside Leonard. Powell against Bain. The shot by Powell, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Passes it to Morant. On the wing, Bain. Lets it fly. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Bain's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. That'll put Paul George on the line. That one's on Morant. The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now Powell, after the missed 3 from Desmond Bain. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it's Brooks in the corner, outside Jackson. Brooks against George. Brooks kicks to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those 2 things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
Thanks, David. Here's Jackson. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Bain looking around. Shot clock at 6. It's Morant in the corner. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And George, here we go.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Bane. From outside, off the mark. Clippers leading by 5. Break their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Bane. Here's George. Wide open look here for Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Leonard with no one around. They shoot again. Here's Zubac. Outside for George.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. And it's George in the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Good on the second free throw. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Brooks. George against Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And we've played through the first minute here in the second.
Well, Raw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
Outside, Dane. And again, Memphis no good. Clippers leading by 8. George finds Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. A shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 7 points.
Boy, to think back in college, the three-point shot was a real struggle for Kawhi Leonard. Now it's become a strength.
Spins. Kick out to Adams. Morant outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Outside, George. Leonard with a screen on Brooks. And it's George finishing it off.
Because of his diverse offensive arsenal, Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him.
Morant against Jackson. And finished up by Morant.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Leonard looking over the floor. Powell against Bane. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Powell, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, I think, for the better. Thank you for the report. Leonard dishes to George. And Adams sends it back.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league, Steven Adams, challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
Offensive rebound. Out to Brooks. The pass to Bain. Here's Adams. Left side Jackson. Shoots over Powell. Offensive rebound. And a wide open look for Bain. And the lead is down inside single digits. Bain's got 7 points.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first. And what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
And here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
No good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant right side. Second shot opportunity. Payne for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Jackson with the bounce pass. It's George on the wing. He's got 12. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Jackson misses. Clippers leading by 5. Leonard kicks to Jackson. It's Powell on the wing. Tries the spin move. Outside for George. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly close to the great interview, David.
Your total, 20. The Grizzlies, 15.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Williams. He's out there with Green. Clark is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar in a 2-guard. Jones with it. He's picked up by Wall. Fires from deep. Conchar can't get it to go. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Batum. Rebound by Williams. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Down low. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Clippers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Out to Morris. Wall sets a screen for Morris. Pass to Kennard. From past the arc. No good that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Doris with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out with injury. Luke Kennard had to take on a larger role in 21-22.
He did, Kevin, and that was a theme that was consistent across the board for the Clippers. But certainly where Kennard was concerned, they relied on his scoring. And even though he was seeing more defensive pressure, this guy finished with one of the highest three-point percentages in the league.
And Wall kicks to Kennard. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. From deep. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Wall, that's a 2-pointer. Now, here's Kennard. Guarded closely. Shot from 12. The Grizzlies pull it in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Memphis moving it around. Williams finds Clark. Back to Williams. Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Wall with the bounce pass. It's stolen by Green. To the inside. Covington with the steal. It's tipped.
2 minutes remaining.
Green taking his time here. Williams against Batum. Kennard on the wing. Trains it from beyond the arc. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you want a shooter you can count on. Luke Kennard, welcome to the game.
On the wing, Williams. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Conchar. Kennard covering.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Conchar. And again, Memphis no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Right side, Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wall, that's a 2-pointer. Misses off the left iron.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Clark outside. Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Can they get it? Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Jones.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles in control at the night. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. The guard and off guard filled by Jackson and Powell. And it's Zubats in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Jackson. Brooks grabs the board.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
To the middle. Paul George with the steal. Jackson with it. In the corner, Powell with it. Outside, Leonard. Back to Powell. He feeds it to Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bain kicks to Adams. Passes it to Morant. Jackson in the corner. Misses the 3. Los Angeles leading by 6. George with the bounce pass. Spins. Left side, Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Pass to Morant. Stolen by Jackson. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And again, the Clippers turn it over. And he's checked in for Norman Powell.
Into the lineup for your...
And the out-of-bounds violation is going to be reviewed. Coach has issued the coach's challenge to get it analyzed further.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective.
The previous play is under the game screen.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
So we just got word from the NBA replay center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout. So that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Jackson has the open look, and it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Up to the right wing. Adams dishes to Jackson. The pass to Bain. From deep three-point range, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bain's got 6 here in this quarter.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Kennard for 3. Knocks it loose. Jackson finds Zubac. Kennard for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Kennard's got 9 points here in the second half. Pass to Bain. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. Kennard for 3. Kept alive. Outside for Jackson. And that one's on target from the wing. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
Bain, no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Takes a step back. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. Tries the spin move. And George kicks to Leonard. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Leonard's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Los Angeles.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Leonard.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Now Jackson. So So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
Him, but he just...
Oh, tremendous, Allie. Thank you. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Towns for 3, hits a three-pointer.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's George. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles of building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Gobert inside. Leonard defending. And Edwards slams it in.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Powell against Edwards. From deep three-point range. Clippers keep it alive. George, a deep 3. Off target with the open look.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And so here are the Clippers. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Leonard for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Now here's Russell, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Zubac with the steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. George, good.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Russell against Jackson. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The 3 from Russell. Ooh, poked away. Here's Edwards, plenty of space. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
George passes to Powell. Back to George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Now here's Russell. Powell with a steal. 1:51 left in the opening quarter. George for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Leonard against McDaniels. Leonard passes to George. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job pulling the defender and jumping into the contact.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Towns against Zubac. Kicks it out to Jackson. Beyond the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there. Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Now here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
The decision-making of Leonard could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
Now here's Edwards. Down low. To win the drought. Here's Towns. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Towns has got 5.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Up top, George. Give him 8 points now. And that one's good.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Outside Edwards. He got it up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Now here's Russell, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Edwards finds Towns, 5 to shoot. The three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Jackson pass to Leonard, and that one drops for him. He's got 7. Well, Smitty, recently it seems like mid-range shooting is making something of a comeback. More guys taking shots from that area.
NBA, I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with the mid-range game. Some stars have proven it's a viable method, even in the three-point focused modern game. And for the moment, defenses aren't always prepared to deal with it.
Here's Jackson after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Left side McDaniels to the middle. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And stolen by Gobert. Left side Edwards. Inside. Oh, George with a steal. Stolen by Russell. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Stolen by Jackson.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
George outside. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. And there's the drive. The rebound by Jackson.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Up top, Jackson, guarded by Russell. For 3, George. That one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent but needed that defensive angle.
So it's the Clippers now, following the score by Minnesota. Back to Jackson, stolen by Russell. To the inside, and stolen by Leonard. It's George on the wing. Back to Jackson. George outside.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half of basketball. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Fades. Drains the triple. Edwards got his third basket of the night.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Pass to Leonard. Powell, a screen on Towns. Leonard for 3, and he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. And here's McDaniels. Clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Leonard. Misses the layup.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's just so great to see a big man busting up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move. Wow, incredible.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Edwards. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Pass to George. From behind the arc. No good that time. And so it's Los Angeles. Valley is always thankful.
Your Clippers, 28, the Timberwolves, 20.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Nicholas Batum out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's John Wall. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's McLaughlin following the score by the Clippers. To the paint. Pass to Noel. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Noel's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Wall with it. All sorts of time. Prince grabs the miss. The Timberwolves trail. Outside, Anderson. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And you see Anderson each year becoming a little more consistent from distance.
Outside Wall. Kennard outside. 3-pointer. No good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Pass to Prince. Here's Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Wide open. That one a little long.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammate.
For 3, Covington.
Foul to the Timberwolves. Jordan McLaughlin. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Kennard. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And there's the lob. A slam dunk by Reed.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Wall. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked. And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Jordan McLaughlin. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Now here's Kennard. Got a piece of it.
LA foul. Luke Kennard. First personal foul.
You saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin.
2 minutes
now Anderson.
The third quarter.
From deep. On target from range.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Morris with it. Morris sets a screen. Wall, the pass to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Wall gets the bucket.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Now here's Reed. Shot on the wing. No good on the shot. 1:06 left to play in the third quarter here. Down low. Here's Noel. Back to Anderson. And he banks in the layup. Anderson's got 9 points in the quarter.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Outside Covington. Morris outside. Wall finds Covington. Back to Wall. Now Batum. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Outside Anderson. On the wing, Noel. On the wing, Noel. Back to Anderson. He shoots. Here's Reed. Another shot. Misses the layup. Outside Wall. He's off on the layup. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball.
Clippers ball. Substitution on the floor.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Clippers on top. They lead by. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Kennard against Edwards. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Russell against Zubac. Here's Gobert. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. McDaniels with some nice D. George has gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts.
Blocking foul called on Luke Kennard. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Edwards. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It'll go on Luke Kennard. Now Jackson. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. They've got numbers. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Kennard outside. This one for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to George. From the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Leonard outside. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he lobs it up top. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Kennard outside. Just 3 to shoot. Jackson with it. Russell covering. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Jackson finds Kennard. Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. Kennard can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Towns up top. To tie it up. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 6th assist of the night.
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
Edwards against George. Back to Kennard. 6 to shoot. Jackson outside. Off target from outside. Minnesota with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Kennard outside. George outside. Here's Zubac. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
And here's Minnesota now. And here's Edwards. To the inside. Gobert. It's in!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Kennard against McDaniels. Pass to Leonard. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 2. 5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter. George outside for the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Timber.